Guardians Volume 3 is the worst of the trilogy. 3D World is more replayable, and me personally, I like it more of an Odyssey. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but welcome back, everybody, to the Weapon X podcast. I'm your host, Max Goodman.
I'm Ethan Markwart.
And back with us is our special guest, Logan.
Logan's back. Excited to talk about Thor.
Clap your hands, yeah.
No, wait. Yeah, we back. We
So,
are back.
Last time we talked about Iron Man 2 to continue the MCU marathon. Before that, we did Incredible Hulk with Logan. So now he's back again, joining us for Thor. Yep. 4K this time. 4K slipcase. Beautiful black. Oh, it's so shiny.
The black.
So shiny. I love this copy of Thor. I like this movie too. I've always liked this movie. I think it's one of the better Phase 1 films.
It surprised me. Because when I first watched it, I remember thinking it was this good. And then I came back, literally just watching. I was like, this actually is really good. Like, it genuinely really surprised me. I have a couple scenes written down here. I don't know who wanted to go first. But I will say Thor's growth, not just through this movie, through the whole MCU, is so well done. And this movie made me realize that. The sort of this arrogant, child who's brash and just makes these, impulsive decisions, going from that to being an actual leader and being mature and thinking through and playing things out. It was really well done in this movie, but as you watch the rest of Thor's arc, it's perfect. How it flows from this movie till Doomsday, when that ends. That's when he's fully matured and an adult. I'm really excited to see what happens then.
It would have been better if in Endgame he finally embraced and became the king he was always supposed to be at the end. But I guess they're delaying. They're delaying.
I guess.
Yeah. For some reason.
I have a similar point to Logan here. I do like how Thor's arc, he's this cocky, arrogant, pretty blonde boy, the son of Odin, and then he grew, Natalie Portman got him to realize he matured as a man and became the God of Thunder we all love. I also put down, I love, this is the beginning of Loki's arc, one of my favorite characters in Marvel.
Loki's probably the best villain.
Exactly.
That we have.
Besides Thanos.
Besides
Thanos.
Thanos, Loki was a really great villain to start.
I love his writing of it. He's the bastard son of Odin, and really, Odin just had him to show an example.
Yeah, and I think Loki's arc is also perfectly complete in Infinity War when he dies.
Yeah.
That moment was just so impactful because of everything he's been through, from the villain to finally accepting him as being Odin's son. Thor's his brother. He actually cares about him, and he sacrifices himself pretty much.
Exactly. I really like the scene when Odin told him where you come from, because he's starting to realize. Because remember when the ice giants touched his skin, he turned blue. He's like, "What's wrong with me and my curse?" And he's like, "Well, no, you were a baby that I saved." And then he's like, he felt it a tool because he was going to use him to unite the two places. And he's like, "What am I? Yeah, am I just a tool to you? You're just going to throw away if it didn't work?" That's a really good argument. I would feel the same way.
All the arguments are great, even when he's banishing Thor.
Yeah.
The acting is just so. Anthony Hopkins as Odin is one of the best parts about the movie. And in the opening scene when he's giving his little opening speech, he's narrating the story that happened. It shows Norway and them getting invaded by the frost giants. And Norway is where New Asgard takes refuge after Asgard's destroyed. So it's just cool how that came full circle. And when he's banishing Thor, that whole scene is just, it's so powerful. When he's just you are unworthy of these realms, and he takes off the round realm looking pieces on his armor.
And then he took away his power from the hammer.
Yeah, it takes away his power, rips off his cape, and he's you're something from my father, and the chainmail comes off, and then his father before him. And then
Yeah, really cool vision.
And I love when he whispers into the hammer. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, so
whoever wields this, if they be worthy,
be
shall
worthy.
possess the power of Thor.
Yeah.
And he tosses it into the Bifrost.
Which is one of the most
And it's like,
important things in the MCU, because then you're like, you know what? Who would be worthy?
Max,
Under those words, who would be worthy?
Max earlier actually made a really good what if. Like, what if, like, the hammer, when he was throwing it, like, went to the 1940s?
Yeah, it goes in the past, and Cap is like in World War II, and he like finds it.
That would be a really cool what if.
What if they only made that an episode?
Which means Cap would never have had to have sacrificed and crashed the ship. He still would have been alive, and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have never been an Avenger.
And then Thor would have since he's like banished on Earth and has no choice, he would have become like a mercenary for like, what if he like became a mercenary for like Pakistan or something like Coulson was talking about?
He did mention that
because he's really good at fighting.
That would have been such a cool what if universe.
Yeah.
They did stuff like that.
I think Loki is like, he's so manipulative in this movie, and it's his best like usage of manipulation, because when he goes to Earth and Loki's locked up in that prison, he's like, yeah, like Dad's dead, and like you're banished and you're never coming back home. Like, you as the audience, you know that's not true at all, but it worked for Thor. And like his whole plan, like he planned this out meticulously for Thor to lose his power, to be thrown away, for Odin to like go unconscious and him take the throne. Like, it was all just planned so well. Like when Odin denied Thor to go to, I forget, what did they call that? Jotunheim. And he's like, and then Loki starts like planting the seed in him, like, oh yeah, I agree with you. Like, we should go. But he's like, oh no, that's crazy. Like, Thor, you shouldn't do it, but I agree with you. Like, it wouldn't be like the worst thing to do. They deserve it.
Yeah.
And then Thor's like motivated. So then he goes and, storms the place and then gets his power ripped from him. It's all just perfectly planted by
but
Loki.
In the end, what Loki really wants is basically what Thor wanted in the beginning. He just wants to be the one to do it, to impress his father and be like worthy.
To be Thor's equal. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love how he betrayed Laufey and set it all up. And even when he like realizes that he's Laufey's son, he still just like doesn't care, and he kills Laufey in that moment. He's just like, and he's like, that's right, Mom and Dad, I saved the day. Am I good enough for you now and everything like that?
He like Thanos snapped him. He shot him and he just
disintegrated. They're just like, guys, we can't animate a whole animation. Let's just make him full on disappear.
Really turned into dust. Yeah. I want to say this too. I forgot how beautiful Asgard was.
Yeah.
Because it's been so long. And like, just like, it's the gold and like how big it is and the waterfall that goes off of it. And like how Thor mentioned, they use magic and technology. They use it really well in Asgard, I just forgot how beautiful it was, because it's destroyed in Ragnarok and we never see it ever again.
I know, it is beautiful, and I wish we spent more time there. I was telling Ethan that when I was playing God of War Ragnarok for the first time, and they kept talking about Asgard and finally getting there, and you haven't seen it yet in the game. The entire time I was picturing something like Thor in my head, even though, I know in actual Norse mythology, it's a lot like it is in the game. It's just like a village in the mountains and everything like that.
It's not like this big palace like Olympus.
Yeah. In the MCU, it's more like an Olympus kind of thing. Even though we saw Olympus in Love and Thunder, and it's like nothing. It's so stupid.
That movie is like just gone from my brain. I watched it and said, yeah, that was like the worst I've ever seen. I'm gonna forget about it.
I heard there's a post-credit scene with Hercules showing up, and it goes nowhere.
Oh God, dude! It's so stupid.
I hope it goes somewhere, dude. I don't know what they're gonna do, but that would have been so cool to see Hercules fight Thor. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. That's what.
Remember when post-credit scenes actually have meaning to them?
Yeah, like this post-credit scene.
Yeah, with the Tesseract.
Yeah,
and freaking Loki's controlling his mind. I didn't realize that he had like control over him in Avengers. So like he did touched him with the staff. But
but I don't think he had control of Selvig in that moment. I think he
said the same thing then.
Yeah, he just knew what he was gonna say. like
something like that. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think it's just a coincidence.
I don't think it's that deep. I think they just wrote it like that because they're like, oh, this is cool. And he like looks
I think he was basically whispering his ear what to say, and then he just thought it was like in his head, that's why he said it in that moment.
That could have been something too, yeah, like that.
Because like Loki's like in the reflection and nobody can see him, so he's probably like that, like the snake whispering the guy's ear or something. Like there's a portrait somewhere out there.
Like the devil, trying to convince somebody to do something bad.
Because Loki,
that's how it.
Loki in a way is the devil here. if you think about it.
But it definitely came across as he had control over him. That's what messed with me. I was like, does he have control over his mind? Because why did he say the same thing? Like, it just felt weird.
If he did, then he wouldn't have to use the scepter on him in Avengers.
It doesn't make sense. We don't
plot hole. Oh, no. You go. I'm sorry. I interrupted. No, you finish what you're saying.
It doesn't make sense. Let's just not think about it. Let's move on. That's it. What were you saying?
All I noticed is when Thor breaks the bridge, right? And the ship blows up and like they know like Loki and Thor are like about to like fall into like the infinite void. Odin just woke up from his sleep and is the whole way back and then he gets there. Yeah. How do you get there fast?
Bro,
there's no horse.
He can fly.
Or nothing. How do you get there?
He could probably fly or something. He probably just like got out of bed, shot out of like the castle, and just like.
I pointed that out to Max actually. Like, how did he get there so fast?
Yeah, I was like, what? This guy just woke up. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, the energy to do
Odin is probably like the most powerful character in the MCU that we've ever seen.
Probably.
Because he's got like the Odin Force and everything.
What about, what's that clock lady? Isn't she pretty powerful? And Loki.
I haven't seen Loki.
The Miss Minutes?
Minute? I mean, she like controls time and stuff, right? Like she like can't die, technically. I don't know.
She was just like an AI hologram thing for like He Who Remains, Kang.
Oh shoot, you're right.
It was just like his Jarvis, but had like, you know, like a little like holographic form that could move around and do stuff.
Well, when they used to have Kang in Marvel or in the MCU before they like just completely forgot about him, I think he was more powerful. Because he like saw all time and everything, you know? And then that's one thing, like when we get into it, when we talk about Doomsday and stuff, I hope they show Kang in that movie. Like kind of pay him off, you know? Just have like a death.
Because they did
or have him killed or have some sort of play in like Doom's plan. Not that he's like fully invested, but just like he was a part of it in some way. Because they built him up and he wasn't the worst villain, but when Jonathan Majors had what happened to him, they're like, oh yeah, we're just forget about him. Like we don't even need him anymore. Let's just go back to RDJ, our guy, you know? So
yeah,
I don't know.
Let's come back to this later in the episode.
Yeah, I jumped the gun.
We're on the gun so fast.
Jump the gun. Yeah, get back to that.
Odin is a very powerful character, so he probably just like teleported there. Who knows what he can do?
I don't know. You got there. One thing I did like, I liked when Thor got mad that he couldn't pick up Mjolnir because he's so cocky the whole time. Like, Jane, just wait, bro. I'm gonna impress you. Don't worry. And then he beats up those guys, gets in there, and then he like just yells into the sky. He's just so infuriated
that's
by
one of the best scenes in the whole movie that I have written down here.
That's actually like my favorite shot in the movie when he's like lifting it. You see his big arms and in the ring, and that's when we first meet Hawkeye too.
Yeah, Hawkeye's introduction was dope. Mm-hmm. He this guy. It's like I need a guy in the air with a gun, and he like reaches for the gun. He's like, no, I'll take the bow. It's Hawkeye. It's like,
I wish he did more in the movie.
Yeah, no, it was a cool little thing to set him up for Avengers.
Yeah,
he gets a lot more light in Avengers. So.
Talking about connections, though, did you guys notice that one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents was the guy thrown out of the car in Winter Soldier?
Yeah. I was telling him a whole story about that guy because one year an MCU marathon came on like live TV, like cable, and I was like watching through it. And in between movies, they stopped and did interviews with like the cast and crew, like talking about it. And that guy was one of them, talking about how he got like hired on to play S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, and he was in Thor, then he was in Avengers, and then. I think he might have been like Iron Man 3 for like a scene or something like that. But then he was like a Winter Soldier, and he was talking about like how cool it was to do that, and like how like shocked he was at his death in that moment when Bucky just like rips him out and the truck just hits him.
Crazy.
But it's just cool seeing like, you know, all these little side characters and like how they're like all connected. You know, they're Hydra the whole time.
Like the Senator in Iron Man 2.
The Senator in Iron Man 2 is also Hydra. He's also in Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier pays off like every side character in Phase 1.
That's actually why Winter Soldier's so good.
It's so well done. Because with that mindset now, I looked at him differently. Like as he's helping S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm like, you're a parasite.
Like, wait, you're a bad guy and everything like that. It's so cool. I love all the seeds that have been planted.
That's why Winter Soldier is so good.
Yeah. But yeah, I love how Thor's just beating up all these dudes. And like the big guy shows up and he's like, you're big. I fought bigger.
I love Vader.
They're just rolling around in the mud. Hawkeye's like, you want me to take the shot?
Yeah, one of the things I love the way Thor talks in the whole movie, like towards like all the humans on the town, like he talks so differently from them.
Yeah, I require sustenance.
Yeah, another. And then he breaks the glass.
Yeah. I love how cocky he was in that scene. Like, can you guys nicely? I just did.
I just did.
Yeah,
It's like, no, without smashing things and everything. And he's just like all like happy and he's so like adorable to watch, bro.
He's also eating like an insane amount of food too. It's funny.
Yeah. Also, they're nailing it with the relationships so far. They have not missed. You know what I mean?
MCU girls, dude, they're so good. We got Natalie Portman finally.
My like childhood celebrity crush.
Childhood crush from Star Wars Episode 2.
Episode 2
coming back.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about how bad she is. I'm talking about like their actual connection. It's just like,
well, yeah, totally.
I didn't know we were ranking women again, but like I was just saying, so far in these movies, they have not missed with the chemistry. They have like great banter back and forth.
We're always ranking women in this channel.
Yeah.
Although
I mean, Natalie Portman's beautiful, bro.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous.
But she's not
also a great actor.
Oh yeah,
remember her in Black Swan?
And Black Swan was insane.
Oh yeah, dude, underrated, man. I'm so happy we watched that. I love Black Swan, dude.
That movie was crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I did have another scene. I liked when Loki tried to pick up Mjolnir and he got like mad. It was right after out of Thor, and he just tried to pick it up. You know, and it goes back to I want to be my brother's equal, and he can't do it, and he's like pissed. He's like, "Damn it! I have all this power now, but I can't pick this up." You know?
I know. He was like, "I'm just like Thor. You know, I'm gonna destroy Jotunheim. I had this like willpower. Am I now worthy enough to pick it up?" And he's just like,
tries.
Like how he just like scuffs it off too. He's like,
whatever.
Yeah.
Thor. It's always Thor.
Freaking Thor. I hate that guy.
I love how we get more screen time with Agent Coulson too.
Yes, Coulson, bro, MVP.
Oh, I miss that guy. I miss that guy, dude. Poor dude had to die in Avengers, man. So early on.
I know.
You know, couldn't died in like dude, Infinity War. Could have had it then or something. You know, wait till then. But they killed him off.
I mean, technically, he comes back in that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
No.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's a big.
He comes back in Captain Marvel with Samuel Jackson. Okay, that's when we see him.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Oh yeah, that god awful movie. But yeah.
But a really like cool point I want to bring up is a joke that Thor has of Coulson that like goes over a lot of people's head if you're not thinking about it. We were talking about the way he talks, like his speech and like mannerisms and everything. You know, it's that you always present yourself with your name like I am Thor Odinson.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the son of Odin, you know, Odin's son. His name's Coulson, so Thor thought, like when he shows up at the end, he's like, "Thank you, son of Cole." Like he thinks Coulson is like an Odinson kind of last name for him.
I missed that. Yeah.
It's a lot of people miss. But I remember pointing that out like a few years ago when I was rewatching with my dad, and my dad started laughing at that, and I was like, I never caught that. He just says son of Cole. There's a lot of little things in there that you can miss in Thor. It's a sleeper movie.
Exactly.
I will bring I will bring
no,
to like the whole relationship with Jane Foster. I love the scene of Thor like they're by the fire and he's explaining what the 9 realms are to her because she's so curious by it. Like it's like a good world building segment.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. All the names are very similar. Like when he went past Earth, they're all like end in Heim. Every single one of them.
Norse mythology.
Like I don't remember all the names. Yeah, but every single one of them end in Heim. I was like, okay. I just wish though, this is just going to another part of the movie. I wish the destroyer battle was a little more epic.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just, you know, he threw him in a tornado and then just like blew up his head. I was like, all right, you know, like I wish there was like more like, you know, throwing each other through like buildings and stuff. Because he just got his powers back. I was hyped up. And then he just, I don't know. He started the tornado instantaneously. Like right when he got his powers, he didn't even do anything really. It just appeared. I was like, okay. I mean,
yeah, these Phase 1 movies and their final battles are either a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Same with villains. So far, they've been a hit or miss. This time is a real hit with Loki.
Yeah, well, you know, after the trash villains in Iron Man 2, we get like one of the best villains in Thor.
Loki. Yeah, he's one of the best, dude. He's just the best, dude. He gets better and better. That's the beauty of it. Just better and better. He's going on.
I think and the next one's also as good with Red Skull. I think these are like the 2 best villains in the Phase 1 of MCU, Loki and Red Skull.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
So is Avengers after Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, first Avengers.
That's not good.
Captain America.
Okay.
I may know the first Avengers.
Yeah. They though there is a line though where like Thor talks to Agent Coulson, he's like, "You didn't count me as an ally now if you need me." And I think that was setting up the Avengers in that line. He's like telling Coulson, like, if you need me, I'll be there for you. We're both on the same side trying to protect Earth and all the other realms. So I don't know if that flew over your guys' head, but when he said that, I'm thinking, oh, he's like, this is kind of the setup to Avengers. Like that line means something. Coulson would keep that in the back of his head when they're making the team, So yeah, it was just something I noticed. But yeah, dude, way better than I thought that I remembered. Way better. I actually would honestly say it might have been my favorite so far. I mean, I only know I watched Incredible Hulk and this. But I still remember Iron Man 2. I don't know. It's just like this did something for me. I think Thor's arc was so well done. Loki was great the entire way through. I really liked Jane. I liked, yeah, just when Thor got banished to Earth, it just like picked up for me. When he just started growing and like learning about maturing and being an adult and not being so impulsive. I don't know. It was way better than what I remembered, and yeah, I would put it high up there.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
I also it's better than I remember too. I have to agree. I remember the movie mostly being boring when I was a kid, but going back, it's not boring. It's so entertaining. But
Yeah,
I still think I might like the Incredible Hulk a little bit more than Thor.
yeah. I'm tossed up. I don't know if I think right now I just watched it, so I'm like, this is the best ever. But like as time goes on, I might not think of it so highly. But it still is. It's better than what I remember it being. It will stay that way.
Yeah,
it's very rewatchable. This is one of the movies that me and my brother would like watch like on repeat, like once it came out on DVD. We would just watch it like almost every night. Like I love Thor. But yeah, with the 9 realms, bringing that up, that's the one thing I wanted to see from the Thor franchise mostly is actually exploring the other realms and Thor protecting them and stuff like that. You only see like Niflheim or something like that in Dark World for like the opening.
Yeah.
But then that's that. You don't get to see any of the other realms like throughout the entire series after that.
It's disappointing.
Which really sucks. I wish they'd go more into the Norse mythology with the later sequels and everything, because there's so much you can do.
Well, what was that desert-like planet in Dark World that like Loki died but didn't die on?
That's
you know what I'm talking about?
Dark elves are from. That's like That's like Alphaheim or something like that. I don't know. Whichever one has the elves where they come from.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. They're all in the God of War games. Like every like world, like every like these like main level you go to are just the 9 realms. And God of War. So. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it
for that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. But Thor 2. Now that's one I need to go back to. I need to see how I feel about it now.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that one. So once it gets around, because Thor was good, dude. Thor was good.
I love
we do the ratings.
I love how he just got hit by the car over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When he gets hit by the car, and then when he's out of the hospital, having that whole funny scene wrestling with all the doctors and everything.
I love how like his strength is unmatched with him.
Yeah. How dare you touch Odin's son? And he's like pushing everybody.
You could not fight the might of Thor, and then they just inject him.
Yeah, they just inject him. He passes out, and then he's just like walking in the street, turns his head, and they just back up into him.
Yeah.
I will say,
he was like, how are we going to find him? She's like, we just had to look around. And then she like backed up and hit him.
Other characters, though, in the Thor mythos, Lady Sif in the Warriors 3.
The Warriors?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
to mention that, dude. They didn't get him off at all, dude. They killed him off in Ragnarok. He's like quick deaths.
Yeah, I know. It's so stupid because they build up more on them in Dark World, which is one of my favorite parts about Dark World, especially Lady Sif, because in the comics and in Norse mythology, Lady Sif is the person Thor marries and has kids with. So I just hate how they never decided to go in that direction, even though Dark World was kind of setting it up, but they were just so focused on Jane Foster's character, they didn't have time for it. And by the time Ragnarok came around, they wanted to like redo the entire franchise a bit because Dark World didn't hit as good as they wanted. But it's just such a shame that they had to, quickly just kill off the Warriors 3. You don't even see Sif in Ragnarok. You have no idea where she's at. And she shows up in Love and Thunder out of nowhere and is just played off as a joke. She gets her arm cut off and like Thor doesn't even care.
What?
Yeah, I think they just weirdly forgot about them. They could have been in Infinity War alongside Thor. Do you know how cool that would have been? Like
They
his
could have been in the
friends from
final Endgame battle.
Yeah, they could have been an Endgame too.
Yeah,
with everyone
yeah,
else.
yeah,
The Warriors 3 and
yeah.
he said it wouldn't. Gosh, that's
Because they're his friends. Like, why would he just forget about them? And there's no mourning. I don't even think he mentions that. I mean, he must mention their death in Ragnarok, but it clearly is not that memorable.
I don't ever remember
It's-
him mentioning.
he only mourns over Heimdall's death in Infinity War.
Bah.
The Warriors 3
Oh, yeah.
they die off.
And then yeah,
Almost off
and they were all interesting. You know, I said especially Sif.
Yeah.
Sif.
Sif.
It's Sif. Yeah. Especially her. Yeah. I think the romance would be kind of forced with her and Thor because they were definitely doing the Jane route. I don't see them ever deviating. Like I understand where they were going. Like Jane kind of made sense. I don't know with the story. I wouldn't see Sif as being like the one that he would go for because Jane like brought him up after he was banished. You know, they have a deeper connection. I guess I don't know. I thought Jane was a good pick. I never thought Jane was a bad pick.
I think
You know
you'll start to think differently once we get to Dark World. I feel because now every time I rewatch Dark World, and I just see like the scenes of like him and Sif together, I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see in the future. You know, like it's not gonna work out with this mortal girl and stuff. Especially when she has like the ether in her and she's like on Asgard and everything. It's I don't know. I just see it eventually getting to that point. You know, if it was written up better. You know, throughout like Ragnarok and they actually kept developing it. But yeah, that's just. I think those characters deserve some love.
I just need to see Dark World to really form an opinion. I don't really remember Dark World other than the cool action scenes, like all the battle scenes with the elves. I remember for some reason.
I can't wait till we get to Dark World. I actually like that movie.
I want to see how I feel about it. Like, I want to see my.
How'd you just feel with the action in this movie in general?
What
Was it good? Was it bad? The action in this.
It was all. I felt like it was a little quick. Like it was like
Yeah.
I remember the scene when he's like getting to his hammer again in the ring lasted a lot longer, but it was like so fast. Like I blinked my eye and it was like kind of done already.
Well, I like the opening fight on Jotunheim.
Yeah, that was cool.
When he's just like 1v like 100ing all of the frost giants just to like show up. And you see the others fighting too, and how they can't keep up with Thor, and they get wounded, and they have to like retreat. And you see some of Loki's abilities too. When he like has the illusion, the guy jumps off the cliff.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
What do you think would happen? Even if he tackled Loki, he's gonna go down the cliff with him and die. So what was his goal? It was a stupid plan.
Maybe he wasn't gonna tackle him. Maybe he was gonna like, stop, grab it, and do something. I don't know.
That did not happen.
The frost giants did look really cool.
Yeah, and then we got that giant beast thing that like came out, and it like fell, but it was like actually under the ice, catching up to them.
Yeah,
and then Thor just like flew across the entire planet and just like went right through its mouth.
It almost like caught me off guard, like him killing it like that. Like it was cool and all, but like it just felt more violent than the rest of them. Like he went through his mouth and then out the other side, and there's like kind of blood that was popping out a little bit. I was like, oh,
the hole is cool.
Yeah.
I liked when Thor used the lightning when they were all surrounding him, and then he's standing on the ground, and then he just freaking ruptured, like destroyed.
Yeah, I love the way he was holding his hammer too. He's just like,
it's on the poster for the movie. It's not on this cover, but it's on other posters, like the main poster you see on IMDb.
Yeah,
he's got his hammer down like that, because that's how he like launches off the lightning. Yeah, I love every time Thor brings in the lightning. It's so cool.
I love it.
He didn't use it in this movie. He really didn't. Like in fights, he used a lot of just whacking people.
He uses a lot more in the later movies, like especially Avengers. Like he's just sitting up on top of the tower, just like farming all his kills. He's farming XP up there.
My favorite
for a while.
My favorite use of his lightning was in Ragnarok. Like remember when he was on the bridge about to get to his older sister. He's like covered with this giant lightning bolt following him.
Yeah, because he doesn't need Mjolnir anymore.
Yeah, he's that powerful.
Has the power.
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
But Mjolnir's cool though. You know, I wish he kind of. I mean, it's cool when he's not using it, but when he is using it, it's pretty bad.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it's iconic. You know what I mean?
Stormbreaker is also
Mjolnir's
cool.
Stormbreaker. Mjolnir is better than Stormbreaker. I will say that. I think it's cooler. I think it means more.
It has more meaning for sure.
Yeah, definitely more meaning. I just like the look of it too more. I know it's like, you know, smaller and doesn't look as powerful, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
it's supposed to be a hammer.
I like the look of the Norse mythology hammer more. You know the design like in God of War. Remember that his hammer look?
Yeah, the actual design of Mjolnir is like.
I like that look more than the one.
They showed it in the book in the movie, and then when they opened it up, we learned about Mjolnir.
The same design.
The actual design. It's like skinnier. you know. But I like the
In a way,
chunky.
it's got more of like a shape to it.
I kind of like that one a little bit more than the one in Marvel. I mean, the MCU.
I like Marvel's better. I like the chunkier one. It's a little, I don't know, it's a little just powerful. The chunky one looks powerful.
Also cool. I wish I had the Marvel Legends one of it because I have the Stormbreaker axe.
Oh yeah.
I'm like saving that for when we review like those movies that it's in, but I wish I had the Mjolnir one. We just like set it right here.
No, if I had it, it'd be right there. It'd be right on that freaking bed whole thing. I got to get the cap shield too.
All
that stuff.
Cap shield
That's a good one. I gotta get my Wolverine claws. I gotta find them.
Yeah, so many cool things. You get
exactly.
One more joke I want to bring up in the movie though is when he goes to the pet store because he needs to get to the hammer, and he's like, "I need a horse."
I need a horse.
He's like, "We have no horses here. We just have like dogs, cats." He's like, "Then give me one of them large enough to ride." And then Jane just pulls up and he just turns out the pet store and he's like, "Oh, okay." To the right.
Yeah. I would say though I don't even remember her name, but the other nerdy girl, like
Dark
Jane's.
Oh, she's bad.
Kat
she was
Denning's character.
Right. She's a little unnecessary. I just really see her point. She just kind of made like nerdy like side comments here and there, and that was about it. Like she didn't really further the plot, is what I'm saying. She's kind of there to be there.
She's more like a comic relief.
She's also bad at it, so I don't really mind.
But there's other comic relief though than her. You know what I mean? That were like more funny than her. You know, I don't. She just wasn't that necessary.
I like Dr. Sovek's character a lot though. Stellan Skarsgård.
Yeah,
he's great.
Oh,
he's great in Avengers and he's great in Dark World too.
I like the bar scene when he talks about like, you know, just make a promise to me that you know, you'll leave Jane. You know what I mean? Kind of leave her out of this, and then he doesn't. You know, he actually promises to go back. He does the opposite. When he's carrying him into the trailer and he's all drunk, and then he drops him on the bed and stuff, and they're laughing. I don't know. I think it's just his relationship with the humans as being a god and him learning to be humble through them is really well done. You know. Because in the beginning, he's like, you know, everybody's below me, and then he starts to realize them as equals.
A lot of like, you know, like more negative reviews I see on this movie is the fact that it's like, why does it just have to be like downgraded and take place on Earth mostly and everything like that? And you know, I can see the complaints there, but yeah, like you said, it works in humanizing his character more. But also, like another reason would be he already needs to be kind of like used to and accustomed to Earth for Avengers. Because Avengers is going to take place on Earth, so Thor needs to be like familiar.
It's like the start of his arc to like really learn humans.
Otherwise, imagine Avengers. He never like been to Earth before, and they start doing all those jokes of him in that movie. It would just like waste time.
Right. It would take too much of a story because they would need to like make a part of that being like Thor getting used to Earth. Like, no, we don't need that. We need that in his first movie, and then now he's used to it.
And now he can just be badass Thor and Avengers.
Plus, I feel like his relationship with the other Avengers wouldn't work as well if he thinks he's still like the above cocky god.
Yeah, right.
Like he humbled down.
He's able to play off them a bit more.
He's able to. His chemistry is better with them too. Like when he's like a more humbled person.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth was the perfect pick for him. He looks like
so good.
He's a great actor. He plays him so well.
He's
like,
jacked. We got that shirtless scene with him because
we needed that.
Oh, he's jacked. Like, dude got a build, dude. It's crazy.
When I cut, I'm gonna make sure to look like that for the Terminator, which we're gonna film.
Yeah, dude, that's something to shoot for, man. I mean, that's like peak build. But honestly, that was like perfect jackness. You know what I mean?
Him and Arnold, two of the best builds.
Yeah. He might be above Arnold. I'll be real.
Oh,
that was like Bill. I don't know.
Let's
like,
comment down below.
He motivated me. He did that big. That's what it was.
Yeah, well, that's all my points for Thor.
I don't really have much else.
Show my points.
Oh, I do have one shot. I just want to mention it. I love the shot of like Loki's shadow when he's like sitting on the throne and then like it shows the horns. Like,
that was a cool shot.
That was a cool reveal of him being the
king. It pans over.
All right, because you think it's Odin, and then you slowly it's revealed. Dude, he had so much aura too when he's like leaning on the throne with the staff.
Well, yeah. How we not brought this up so far? Every single shot in the movie is a Dutch angle.
I put that down. Like I thought it was annoying.
Way too
almost every single. That's another complaint I see online. It's like, there are way too many.
It's overdone.
It still works for the movie, but it's way too overdone. There's times when it starts off normal, and it moves and it tilts to the Dutch,
like
and multiple shots. Like
They don't really have much motivation most of the time. It's just like they're doing a lot of like Dutch jokes.
I forgot who the director of this movie is, but he is just obsessed with Dutch angles, and I think for his other movies too, he also just uses them over and over again.
There's way too many.
You're
right. There's way.
Angles, bro.
He overdid it.
I did notice too in the in that room, forget what they call it, where they put all the like not trophies, but just the pieces, the things that they want to keep away from other evildoers, the relics. I know Thanos' gauntlet was in there. Was it a joke? Wasn't it a joke?
It was.
They made it a joke in Ragnarok. It was never in there in the previous movies.
It was in.
Because I looked in there and I'm like, bro, I'm not seeing it, and I'm trying to look in the different like columns they had.
They don't show any of the other artifacts in the first movie.
No, they don't.
A little bit, like glimpses. It's really hard to pick them out, but if you like pause, I'm sure you could see them. But like, I mean, a gold gauntlet that's gonna stand out for a dark gray room, you know. But I didn't see that.
They just thought of that. Ragnarok.
You should not. That's just stupid to make that a joke.
It is stupid.
I don't know. In retrospect, because the relics is like a powerful room. The Destroyer guards that. Which, first of all, I don't know how we haven't mentioned this yet. His cage thing is so cool. Where like you hit the staff on the ground and then they just like disappear.
Yeah,
all at the
bars,
and then he just walks out. I think that's just so cool. The Destroyer looks badass.
Oh my god, it does.
The designs of everything is great. The costumes, the sets, all of Asgard. Yeah, it's so cool. And I love how you can see a bit more of it in Dark World.
The only suit that is on par with Thor's suit in this movie is from Infinity War, I think. That's it.
I love Thor's like short hair too.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to start dating the long hair a bit more. Once I watched this movie, I was like, you know what?
I like both. I think both work.
Both look cool.
Both do.
I will admit.
But I do wish that we got long hair back for like
definitely
and everything. Because I mean, he got it back when he was Fat Thor in Endgame.
He did.
And like when he called both Stormbreaker and Mjolnir and dual wielded, it like braided up his hair too when his suit came.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is cool.
We got Fat Thor.
Fat Thor, more accurate to the actual Thor.
It actually is now that you say that. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
but we like Jack Thor.
Thor's always been one of my favorite characters in the MCU.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I like him more now. Because his first movie was way better than what I remembered to be.
I really hope the next one of the future Thor movies. I want Beta Ray Bill. Like I really want them to bring.
Yeah, dude.
Ragnarok. He was one of the heads outside of the like stadium.
They cockblocked this dude. Like I want Beta Ray Bill.
His story is so tragic. You guys are in the comic books of understanding where he comes from. His look, his appearance, that's not what he actually looks like. It was like a curse, like a put upon him. It's pretty cool.
But his design is so good. I love like this. He's one of my favorite.
He looks at it. He's just a Thor if he was a horse, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, horse-looking thing.
Yeah,
Thor
characters that should have showed up in the later movies.
Yeah. I mean, they did Thor right, but some of the side characters they did not. No. They did not. His friends were not done right. And we have not still seen Beta Ray Bill.
We need Bill. I want Bill. Dude, he's awesome.
Bill. Yeah.
What would you give this out of 10?
Honestly, I'm gonna give it the same rating I gave to Hulk. I'm probably gonna give it an 8.
I say the same thing. I think I'd go back and forth between which one's better, but I would give it an 8, just like Hulk.
I was also gonna give it an 8, bro.
Because
like, give it the same rating so far.
I feel like so far these are the most solid films in Phase 1.
Yeah, the only bad one's been Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Whoop. Iron Man 2 is trash. First one's great. 8, 5, and now 8.
8.
Two films to go for Phase 1.
I'm excited for Captain America, dude.
It's such a strong start so far. Oh, also, I think this is the first movie. I don't think they did it in Iron Man 2. This is the first time where at the end of the credits they put the character will return in a future movie. They say Thor will return in Avengers.
I don't remember them doing that in the other movies.
Yeah, I think it's the first time you ever see that.
Yeah, it's the first time. They definitely do in other movies, but this is maybe the first time.
This is the start of that trend.
Yeah, that's why
that they now do. They just do it in every trailer now.
Yeah,
for things.
Yeah. Is it everyone though? Like they only do it. I forget. They did one with Spider-Man. I forget what that was for. Where they said he will return. Maybe that was for Infinity War. I don't know. They did something with Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think they did at the end of Homecoming for Infinity War.
It maybe, yeah. That's the only one. Honestly, that's the only two I can remember. Like Thor, will return in Avengers, and then the Spider-Man will return in. I think that's what it was. You might be right with Home. Maybe it was Far From Home though. Wait, no. Far From Home was after Infinity War because Iron Man was dead.
After Endgame.
No, it's after Endgame. Oh my goodness! Yeah, I said way after Endgame.
Definitely
yeah.
at the end of Homecoming.
Yeah, it must have been the end of Homecoming. That's what it was. That's the only ones I didn't remember though. Yeah.
Yep. 3
Besides the new Doomsday trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid movie, bro. Solid movie. Solid movie.
All right, that is Thor reviewed. Next time we're going to be talking about First Avenger, Captain America.
Might be my favorite one, Phase 1. We'll find out.
Yeah. But now we're going to be moving on. We're going to be finally talking about Avengers Doomsday. Now, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Avengers Doomsday is going to be at least above a 7 out of a 10 when you walk out of that theater?
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
without a shadow of it. I have a lot of hope for this movie. Everything I've seen so far, I'm pretty happy with. I'm on the track of liking RDJ as Doctor Doom. At first, I was like, bruh, what is this, dude? I want somebody new to play him. Doctor Doom is such a cool character. You can't mess him up. He's so interesting. But with the route they should go and the theories that we've seen, or at least heard, it could be really cool what they do with Doctor Doom. Really, really, really cool. I think Age of Ultron, when Iron Man saw him like that he was the reason that the Avengers were dead, could be brought back. So now, with him being Doctor Doom, that he actually is the reason the Avengers die, which is pretty interesting.
I actually remember I was like making a theory to Max, like, what if in another universe? Because like he talked about like how his first Iron Man suit looked like Doctor Doom's mask.
Yeah.
I was saying like, what if instead of becoming Iron Man in that situation, he became a villain? That's when he started Doctor Doom.
Possibly, like maybe after his whole revelation or whatever, he like started the country of Latveria, and try to like advance society into a way he saw was fit.
Yeah, so what would have been really cool if
let me try to make society better, and so that's how he
suit of armor around the world.
Yeah,
and that's his start.
Right, Latveria is like the enemy's new home, and people that agree with him and what he thinks the world should be join him, and they produce this like, advanced technological society.
I really hope we see Latveria in Doomsday. I hope it opens with that.
I have to.
I just think Doomsday should kind of be like an Infinity War situation where Doctor Doom is the main character.
Definitely.
And it should start with him. We should right away we should know who this character is, his like relations to the rest of the world, his people, and his motivation. We have to know 100%. All of that right off the bat.
Like, that's why no movie ever does him right, because the only way to do Doctor Doom right is make him the main character, make him his own movie, which could be Doomsday. That's his movie.
They kind of have to at this point because they didn't build him up like Thanos did. Like, they have to like make this about him.
Yeah, based off all the plot leaks and everything, I don't really want it to just open up with Doom coming into some universe, destroying everything and like leaving, and it's like the heroes are like, oh, this is a new bad guy we have to fight. I don't really want it to start with that. You can have that later in the movie, him like invading like, Tobey Maguire's world, like they're all saying is gonna happen, and like killing everyone off and stuff like that. But I just want to open up and like follow this dude and just like learn who he is.
What if it's like what if they open up like similar to like the opening of Iron Man? Like it's like that, but then they kind of change it, like I was saying earlier. Like it's like that's how he starts being Doctor Doom. Like what they like
definitely reflect Iron Man 100%.
Yeah.
With whatever they do, right? Like you're right. I think it should be tragic though. Yeah. I want it to open with a somber feel. Like we see a messed up guy. Maybe though, now thinking about it, could open up kind of happy like, right? Whatever Doctor Doom was before he became Doctor Doom is what we see. And then we see that downfall. But they play it out so perfectly in the pacing and everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. It should be like, I don't know.
It should be like a reverse Captain America.
Exactly.
Like, I love how First Avenger, I know we haven't talked about it yet, but the way that movie just throws you in, it doesn't like do any like setup, doesn't do any like narration. It just throws you in the 1940s with this like scrawny little kid, and you're just like following him as what's going on. He wants to like prove himself, join the military, stuff like that. I feel like if they just handled this movie the way they kind of handled that and the introduction of Captain America, would do kind of like a reverse on him, obviously.
What if they open with? I know you're not a fan of him destroying a universe in the beginning, but what if they open with him destroying Toby's, right? But then they backtrack to his origin story eventually. They'll get to it. They're just showing his power right now, the fear that he instills in others, and then they get to his backstory.
Yeah, that could work too. That needs to happen right after the invasion stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Like, with all the plot leaks right now, like the main one everyone's talking about is that it opens with like Toby's universe is colliding with the X-Men universe, and they're all like fighting for some reason. Like Doctor Doom shows up and he like kills them all off, and like of course Toby doesn't die. He's gonna be with like the rest of the X-Men or whatever and stuff like that. But apparently like the X-Men's universe is like spared. But like a lot of people still died, and that's probably why we see like Cyclops like raging and everything like that in the trailer. But yeah, I would also think it's cool if it started off with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Like imagine if it had his intro music play from the Spider-Man movies.
Dude, that would be cool.
And it just opens with him and like MJ and everything, and he's got like his kid and stuff like that. And then it goes out.
What if Spider-Man 4 and they have him like fight Vulture in the beginning, which is what Sam Raimi wanted. And that's how we open with him like fighting Vulture or whatever. Like, oh my gosh, we've got
it. Yeah, he's doing regular Spider-Man stuff. He's fighting Vulture, he's cleaning up the city, you know, we see him doing a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. And then like Doom shows up and like his spider sense goes off, like a portal freaking shows up or something. Yeah. And then we get like this super like awesome moment of Toby and Dr. Doom face to face. That's another thing too. I would love if Tobey Maguire was like the second main character. Like Tobey Maguire, Steve Rogers Cap, and like Hugh Jackman Wolverine are like main character, and like or like Cyclops instead of Wolverine are like the main characters alongside Dr. Doom for the story.
But I also want Reed Richards because Reed Richards' rivalry with Dr. Doom is legendary, and they need to do that right. They hate each other. So I need to see that in that movie. I need to see Reed Richards. And I need to see the reasons why he hates this guy, which we've seen the leech. Like he takes his family and like his kid. He like takes his wife from him.
He takes his wife and makes her like his dude, like chained up. Yeah, the concept art is the first thing. So like before the concept art, you know, I was kind of like hating on Doomsday. I was like, dude, everything's so bad. Why are they getting Robert Downey Jr. back? And then we saw that concept art, and I was like, whoa, this could actually be awesome.
Like
if they pull it off right. And like in like his like all like the Doctor Stranges or like his like police force, kind of like in the comics, he made Thor like the Thor Corps. When Doom becomes God Doom, he has like a bunch of Thors like be his police officers that like go to different universes and like kill heroes and everything like that. So many cool things they can do, dude.
I do want to see him rip Thanos' spine out. Some way they can put that in there. That's such a cool shot.
I wanted to bring that up. Like, I would love if another opening for the movie is like him and Thanos about to have a fight and it ends quickly, showing how powerful Doom is. Like, they build up Thanos from like the first 3 phases, and then like he just comes in and was like, "No, I'm the bigger bad."
It'd be cool to see, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't want to see that. I just don't want it to open with that or anything because.
No, I get that.
One of my biggest problems with Loki, the show, is how they just like take the Infinity Stones. They're just like using this paper to like show as like a joke. It's like, oh, the Infinity Stones aren't the threat anymore. That kind of just like throws it off. It's like, well, they were a threat. You know, they killed Iron Man. They wiped out half the universe. They made 1 million people depressed in the world. It was such a big event. True. Why just throw it off as like a joke and be like, oh, they're not the big bad anymore, stuff like that. Yeah. Thanos was a threat. He was scary, and now he's gone, thank God. But now we have a new threat. Don't just be like showing this new threat. Oh, look at this. I'm in another universe with Thanos. Dirt flick, dead.
Yeah.
It takes away the weight.
Now, right. When you're rewatching Infinity War Endgame, you're like, bro, this guy is nothing, dude. What's Thanos? You know what I mean? This guy got, just easily eradicated by Doctor Doom, so he's not really that big of a threat.
Exactly.
So I definitely understand that.
I get it.
It just, and showing his power by eradicating a universe is still showing his power. We don't have to see him killing Thanos again. I just think it would look cool, if we just like a quick like shot of it or whatever, like him going through the different universes, not like a drawn out scene. But yeah, showing his power by collapsing the universe, that's the way to do it. That's what we need to see. And Toby is an absolutely great opening. Everybody loves Toby, bro. He's a lot of people's childhood. That's what we want to see. And he's a veteran Spider-Man. he has been saving people for a long time. And then Doctor Doom shows up and he's like, all right, this is a guy I've never dealt with ever before. He has power beyond my capabilities. I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
But Doctor Doom is no match for Bully Maguire, bro.
Yeah.
We see Peter, like, he still has a bit of, like, the symbiote, puts it on, and he's like, dig on this. One tap, Doctor Doom saves his universe.
Right, yeah.
Ends.
Just hump in the air, bro. That's how he wins, dude. That's it. That's all we need, bro. We need Bully Maguire back. You know what'd be cool though if they fleshed out Toby's universe a little bit more, because in the movies they mention that there's already a Doctor Strange. So what if there is, and they just have their own version of Doctor Strange? Yeah, I don't know. And not just Spider-Man is the only hero on this planet. I think it'd be cool to see like other heroes. You know what I mean?
That he just doesn't know about.
You know what they should have in Multiverse Madness? I'm not gonna get too much into my thoughts and like theories of Multiverse Madness, like what it should have been, because I'm gonna wait till we talk about that movie. But like one thing I want to bring up is, what if like Multiverse of Madness, like that Doctor Strange that we were like following in that movie, was the one in Toby's universe?
Could be.
Wait, how would that make sense though? I mean,
it wouldn't make sense the way they do it, but if Doctor Strange's Multiverse Madness could have been way more like impactful and like ingenious, embracing the multiverse fact, if the Doctor Strange we were following the whole time was actually the one from Toby's universe. Or just like some other universe. Because think about it, they say 616 and completely retcon the Earth 1999 thing. So whenever I saw that and I was like confused, and they brought up in other movies, I was thinking, well, what if they're showing us all like the 616 universe, and eventually we're gonna get back to like the Endgame timeline 1999, and those are all gonna collide, and like Kang was gonna take it. And that's like the original plot they were going for, just colliding multiverses.
Yeah, I really want to see in Doomsday, Spider-Man and the Doctor Doom's interaction, because obviously he looks like Tony. So just that scene would be really cool to see him take off the mask and he's like, Mr. Stark, like, what's up with you? You know, why are you like this now? I think that relationship would be really well done. They should definitely flesh that out. Just like Reed and Doctor Doom, Spider-Man should have that personal connection with Doctor Doom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he looks just like Tony. Tony was his mentor. He was like his father figure, you know, that he never had. Well, Ben, again, I don't want to get into that about Uncle Ben and how much they effed him up in the MCU, because they just almost completely forgot about him. Like, even in the new trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day, it's him mourning over Aunt May, not because Uncle Ben.
There was never an Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
I mean,
where is he?
Uncle Ben doesn't even say the famous line, "With great power comes great responsibility."
No, Aunt May does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that. That's a whole nother thing we need to get into. I'm not trying to like divert from Doomsday, but
all this doesn't matter, right? We're all like hyped up and talking about all these theories because it is Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom, and we all think that they're gonna have to tie in that it's some alternate Tony Stark or something like that.
They have to.
I have like a bad feeling that it's just not gonna be like that, because there's also a lot of rumors and leaks talking about how he's got the mask on for almost the entire movie, and it's mostly just like a stunt guy doing it. And they just have a Robert Downey Jr. doing like voice lines and stuff like that. And you know, when the Russo brothers said that there is going to be no connection between Iron Man and him, like he's just playing Victor Von Doom. He's not like a Tony Stark variant, stuff like that. I'm afraid they're going to go fully into that, and it's not going to have any connection, and it's just going to be dumb. Why cast him?
Good. Like actually, then they'd be better if it's revealed at the end. If his mask is on the whole time and Peter realizes he's been fighting Tony, pretty much, that's way more impactful than he knows it's Tony from the get-go and then they're fighting. I think the reveal, because we know that Tony's underneath there, but Spider-Man doesn't. So when Spider-Man has that scene of like, holy shit, it's freaking Tony, it's like a big moment. Like, I've been fighting you this whole time. You've done all this. That was you.
I think it'll work really well. If they fully embrace that he's just straight up Victor Von Doom, they're not going to play into something like that. He's just, he's a separate character. Probably do some makeup stuff and make it not really look like Tony Stark and everything. So no character's going to have that thought towards it. That's what I'm afraid of.
I don't know.
I definitely want to see his mask on more than off.
Because that's his iconic look.
Right.
In the beginning, when it shows his backstory, I want to see it off.
Oh, yeah.
Right. We don't need so many scenes with his mask off. Like, I don't want to see him the whole time just taking it off just whenever. Like, keep that shit on, you know? Just, like, we have to know as the audience, okay, it's Tony and Tony is now Doctor Doom. He has the mask on. We got it. That's him. And I still think it could be well done, especially with Spider-Man. It's not revealed until the end that that's who he's been fighting as Tony this entire time. Because his voice is probably going to be changed. He's not going to sound like Tony, so he would never know if he has a mask on. So I think that works. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see.
How would you guys rank the teasers we got?
What is?
Yeah, I think there were 4 of them.
What were they all again?
Cap, Thor, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four one.
Okay, X-Men #1.
Yep.
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah.
Oh my, that shot was unbelievable. That got me so hyped when I saw that.
That was peak.
I got excited for that. Number 2 might be maybe Thor.
Thor, definitely.
I would say Thor, definitely number 2.
Woods, and he's like, give me the strength to fight one last battle.
Yeah, and it looks like they're fixing and like forgetting all the crap that happened in Love and Thunder. Thank God. Except the fact that he has the daughter now. But I think they're going to be more serious with it and not have her running around with Stormbreaker or Mjolnir or anything like that.
I'm cool with
that. Next, maybe Captain. Yeah, Captain, probably number 3.
Yeah, I would put Captain number 3.
No, I don't think. Honestly, dude, Caps was kind of weak. It just wasn't as impactful as I wanted it to be. Like, it was literally a Twitch shot of him like a baby. Like, I'm glad, bro, you've been a dad. But like, if I would have seen more, I don't know.
The Fantastic Four one just had the Thing and all the Black Panther characters that I don't care about.
It's also in the desert for some
reason. It also looked the worst visually. Yeah, it was just a plain desert. And I was getting like Flash PTSD and like CGI and stuff. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Also,
wait.
The Thing looks
the only
there.
Okay, the only 2 left are Cap, Black Panther. Then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Those 4.
I
mean, maybe Cap.
I'd put Cap over it because it was like, dude, Steve Rogers seeing him at that house again, you know, the suit and everything. I was like, okay, yeah.
I don't remember the Black Panther. I don't think I saw the Black Panther teaser.
Yeah, honestly, it's not really worth it. I mean, like the Fantastic Four just kind of crashed down, and they're like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" And that's it.
Yeah,
you know, they just have little.
It just shows Shuri and M'Baku just like walking, and it shows like Namor on like a throne.
What?
Namor still exists and things like that. No one cares. And then Ben's just like, I'm Ben Grimm from Bleecker Street, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
Ben looked kind of strange in that shot. It looked like it was like an edit, like a fan.
I thought it was fake at first.
I did too.
Because in like the original rumors is that the 4th and final teaser was going to be a Doctor Doom one, but that never happened.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have honestly wanted that. I want this to all be revealed in Doomsday. You know, and then the trailer, I want it to be serious. I want a lot of Doom stuff to be just hidden until I sit down in that theater and I'm watching it. You know, don't spoil.
I wish they did a Hulk one because I remember the concept art. Like, there's like Hulk and like Hulk and like this little
the
village.
entire Hulk world and like everyone's like Hulk, and it's
but
he still has a scar.
Stupid son, bro. Whatever that kid is, man. I can't stand his design. It's so bad.
Why does he exist at this point?
If you guys ever seen him in the comic books, Star,
yeah,
he looks like
he's got the long black hair and he's so
long hair, like the Tarzan kind of like looked to him, and they like the tattoo.
He also has a sword. I think he has a sword at one point.
Yeah, he's a long sword. But then he's like a millennial, bro. Honestly, in the show we saw She-Hulk. Yeah. He has like it's the side, like he just gives me that like
inbred, bro.
Yeah, he just I don't know. He just like he gives me off that energy, and then like it was such a horrible shot. The Hulk had like a t-shirt on, glasses.
It was like a random neighborhood.
It's like a family reunion. Like, dude, this is the Hulk family. This is a very weird family.
A word, so it's just weird when he just shows up. And he's like,
"I'm so glad I didn't watch the show."
Don't. She-Hulk is terrible. I had so much faith in it, and then it just went so bad so quickly. Right. But again, we're diverting. I don't want to go into the show.
Yeah. What do you think Captain America's role is even going to be in Doomsday?
I don't even know, dude.
Question. I think he's just going to kind of brought back as to help, but he's a family now. Like he's kind of settled down. I mean, what we literally saw, maybe like that'd be a cool scene. If Doctor Doom shows up, right? to Steve's house. He's chilling. He's in this like suburban neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like it's all peaches and cream.
Here's a knock on the door.
And then Dr. Doom's like, he's like, Steve, like he knows him personally, you know? And Steve's like confused, like he doesn't know who this guy is. And then maybe it's when he takes off the mask and he's like, it's Tony, you know, it's me. You don't know me, you know? And it's at that interaction. And then maybe like,
then they
team
up. They team up, yeah, and he becomes Captain Hydra.
Captain Hydra. Maybe he becomes like evil, like he corrupts him in some way. I don't know. Like he wants him on his side because like Tony and Cap were very close.
Yeah.
So I feel like Tony, I still was probably close to his Captain America in his universe, whatever Tony this is, whatever, you know, the Doctor Doom variant it is. So he goes to this good Steve, you know, and like they have that personal connection and tries to corrupt him in some way. I think it'd be a really cool scene for him to show up in a suburban neighborhood, this like dripped out, you know, freaking all this like technological gear and this like very like just, you know,
maybe that's going to be the opening scene.
That could be a good opening scene.
And the whole opening of Cap could be the opening too. But you know,
I'd just be cool, like just seeing and like, well, okay, so he's gonna be Doomsday's before Secret Wars, and Cap's gonna be in that. So they show him with that. Then the destruction. Let's open a little bit peaceful. Let's just ease into it. You know what I mean? Let's ease into it. I think, bro, him holding his baby and then like trying to maybe defend his baby against Dr. Doom and then have standing no chance would be kind of dope. But then Dr. Doom's just taking babies at this point. He got Franklin and then he got Steve's baby.
Oh my God, it's almost sounding like a lot of Love and Thunder when Gore just kidnaps all the kids for their imagination powers so they can eventually all fight Gore at the end.
That happened?
I'm telling you, bro, when we get to Love and Thunder, you're going to die.
I don't want to watch it.
You're going to have a heart attack, bro. It's horrible.
It's torture, dude. Torture.
Maybe we should just skip that episode.
It's horrible.
They're not doing Love and Thunder.
You know, we're talking about all these different opening possibilities, all these characters. I don't want the movie to just be too bloated because you still got the Thunderbolts and Sam Wilson, Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
and
we got to push it.
Strange, and you have so many things, dude. Like,
you got to push it to 4 hours. I don't care. You know, honestly, I would honestly do it justice. Just make it like a Lord of the Rings movie, bro. Just made it super long. That's what we need. You know what I mean? You know, you can't do all those characters right, especially MC. You've messed up for these past couple of years. You've made some poopy stuff, okay? Just some trash, awful stuff. This is your time to redeem yourself. Do all of your characters right. Do them correctly. And you may need a 4-hour movie to do so. We don't care. I will sit down and watch a movie for 4 hours if it's necessary.
I mean, I've done it.
Infinity War was going to be 4 hours. They cut it all out because they're like,
dude, all the stuff you were telling me was like, cool. I wish that was in the film.
Yeah, I was talking about all the cut content from Infinity War, like all the battle scenes, the opening on Xandar of Nova showing up and like how Thanos got the Power Stone. They cut it all out because it's like the movie would have been over 4 hours long and everything. It's like, bro, I don't care.
That would have been better than like that fight scene we got with
the movie, right? So the movie, great movie. They're great movies, Infinity War and Endgame. But the thing about those is that they didn't mess up before.
Right.
They messed up before Doomsday. And there's no build up to Doctor Doom. We don't know anything, bro. We didn't even see him in the Fantastic Four movie. We saw Latveria, but not him. Oh no, we did see him in the end credit.
Yeah,
like, for a brief.
Holding the mask up.
He weirdly hold the mask in a way.
I want to take you, Franklin. You're mine. That's pretty much what that was. You know, that whole scene. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm trying to think of other theories in my head right now. I mean, there's obviously a lot. But we kind of touched on touched on the trailers. On the openings, I mean, how do you think it should end? That's a good question. We didn't get to the ending.
I don't even.
How should it?
It's gonna end like Infinity War almost, where they lose.
It's a to be continued.
And he finally now in the comics he gets the power of the Beyonder, but there's no Beyonders or anything like that. How does he become God Doom and create Battle World?
It's going to be different. They're just going to have to flip it. You know, this has more weight, though, because I think in Doomsday, when you're dead, you're dead. Like, they should not come back. This is like a final stepping stone for these characters. And then
Sam Wilson, all the Thunderbolts.
Sam Wilson out here.
All the Black Panther. They kill off all She-Hulk. They kill off all the bad characters.
All the bad characters didn't
maybe... here's what they're going to do. They're going to tie it back to Loki. The ending is going to be a battle for, like, Loki's power, and he's going to, like, be in the tree and... maybe create Battle World that way.
Doomsday? Loki would be in Doomsday at some point. Like, and they would already have that scene. It wouldn't be at the end. It'd be like midway through that Doom shows up to take that power from him. Right. And Loki tries to like fight him. So I don't know if it'd be an ending. I think the ending, like a post credit, that would be cool. Is if like Spider-Man gets the symbiote. But I don't know if I want to say that for the no. They should say that for Secret
Or
Wars.
instead
I want to say that for Secret Wars.
Instead of taking Beyonder's powers, he like takes like Franklin's abilities pretty much, and that's how he becomes God Emperor Doom. That makes more sense.
One shot I would love to see the ending.
So they should age Franklin up too.
Yeah,
like use powers, age him up. Like no more baby stuff. Like make him like a young kid, so we can actually have some dialogue back and forth, not just like baby cries and Doctor Doom's like, oh,
make him cringe kid, bro. Like Love and Thunder, dude, is the worst movie ever.
Make it tragic. Like Franklin is legitimately terrified of this guy who just freaking kidnapped him. He just wants his mom and dad. Yeah, he wants his uncle. He wants his I guess other uncle that's not his blood. The thing, Ben. But he can't have him because Doom's taking him away. So.
I don't want to see no Incredibles 2 Jack scenes with him where he starts learning all his abilities and Dr. Doom's like running around trying to like get him back.
Not, no.
Oh no!
Could you imagine? No. And then Franklin like overpowers Doom at the end and gets back to his parents on his own.
That would be stupid.
I would hate that, bro.
No, way more serious. Like make it torture where Doom like gets mad at him when he's
extracting his abilities out of him, and he's like hurting this child.
They should kind of make it like the interaction Thanos and Gamora had in Infinity War. Remember when?
Yeah.
Remember when she was like teaching the balance?
Except Franklin throws him off the cliff.
Yeah. I'm not saying it should be child abuse, but there should kind of be child abuse. Like there should almost be like he just really tortures this kid, and Franklin is terrified, and he just hurts him, and that just makes us as the audience be like, we need to get this kid away from him. Not only because if Doom gets his power, we're cooked, but it's like he's torturing this kid. This kid does not deserve this. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see what they do, but that's another thing. Again, Franklin needs to be done right. I don't know why we kind of forgot about that. He needs to be one of the main characters as Franklin. He's very, very, very important to the plot of this. Do not make him a corny kid, bro. I'm serious. Okay, make him likable, pick a good actor. Like, that's what we need. And make him like, I don't know how old you guys would want him to be, but I would think like 12 to 14, 15 maybe.
Something
like young teen.
I think that's too old. I think that's too old. Like where we see him at the end of First Steps, I feel like he should be like.
He needs to be like he needs to have a conscience at least. He needs to be talking.
Like 6 or 7 or something like that.
8.
Really?
I'm gonna go with 8. He should be 8 years old.
He should be older. Just because you have like more like complex conversations than just like
I don't know. I think they could do the complex conversations with a child too.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, like an 8-year-old's kind of difficult to like. I don't know. It can make it more tragic. Like, the younger they are, the harder it is to watch them be in pain.
I think that would be cool.
Yes, dude. There's no way to make him a baby because if he starts like torturing a baby, it's like, all right, we're taking it too far.
That's too dark.
It's like every scene he's just crying. The baby's just in pain, just crying all the time. It's like, all right, we got enough. That's like 4 hours of a baby just crying. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? So maybe 10. 10's like a good medium. Make him like old enough to walk and to understand language and understand life a little bit, but not old enough to understand everything, But his powers probably give him the ability to just be smarter in general because he knows a lot. So who knows? I don't know what they'll do. I don't know how Dr. Doom's going to contain him. We have a kid that can do anything. How does Dr. Doom, is it just mind games? Like he just is he's so terrifying to Franklin that he can't like focus on his powers, and it's almost like a hindrance. Kind of like how Homelander is in The Boys, where he could kill everybody, but his need to be accepted overpowers that, and he like has that mental block. So maybe they do the same with Franklin, where he has like a mental block.
They could do that, yeah.
I don't know. Avengers Doomsday, bro.
Better be good.
Hope it's gonna be good.
Hope it's good. Scary.
It gotta be
scary.
I want one of the last shots to be at least. What?
Will it beat Infinity War?
I don't know. Maybe.
It might. I don't know if it'll beat it, but be on par. Because Infinity War is, I'll be on par. I think Closer to Be is on par. I don't know if it could beat it.
I would love to have one of the shots of like Emperor, like that concept of Emperor Doom, like sitting on his throne, like all the Fantastic Four like below him.
Oh, dude, that's what we need, bro. What's what we need?
Like that's how
we didn't have with Hulk on a chain. Maybe we didn't have Dr. Doom with Hulk on a chain, bro.
Yeah.
Well, no, they had Reed in chains, like kneeled down in front of him. while his kid and wife are like off to the side, either side of.
It would also be cool if they were like recreate that like vision Tony had from like Age of Ultron, like with the throne in the background with the Chitauri.
Yep.
Hulk
That's what I was saying.
Hulk with all the spears in him.
Captain America's on the ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said to connect that. Tony's the reason the Avengers are dead. You know? I don't know. I'm just so curious what they'll do. I will be so eager to see what kind of Doctor Doom are we going to see, you know?
Yeah.
What are they going to do with Origin? There's so much to play with, and I don't know. Whatever they do, I think they'll do it right. I'm very optimistic. I am. I'm very optimistic.
I'm excited.
And both of you are, right? Pretty optimistic.
I'm going to be open about it. I just want to see it.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to see the thing.
So I want it to be out. I'm hyped.
But it's going to be December, guys.
All right, let us know what you guys think about Doomsday.
Comment down below.
Good, is going to be bad. We need to know. We need to know. It's so interesting to think about. All right, moving on. We are going to be doing some of our hot takes, opinions on movies, video games, superheroes. We're going to see if things get heated.
It could get heated.
Could get heated.
For like 20 minutes.
Could get heated.
Good. Good, I don't know.
All right, give us a hot take.
All right, my first hot take. I think the Marvel fatigue isn't actually real. I just feel like people are sick of Marvel because of how bad the storytelling is.
Definitely. I agree with that.
You agree with that?
It was just like a common sense kind of thing. Like, yeah, we're not tired of Marvel. We just want Marvel back to its prime.
Because like when I hear people saying they're sick of Marvel, sometimes I've said that, I'm really thinking like, no. Right. I think I'm just sick of how bad this new stuff is. Because I still like Marvel.
I know.
Yeah. A big problem with that though is just the fact that they had to go and introduce all the shows.
Yeah, but I've heard Loki's good.
Yeah, they're shoving so much stuff in your face, superhero-wise. I can see why superhero fatigue is a thing.
Yeah, right. I feel like it's mostly due to the amount of content and what you guys were talking about earlier.
If they toned it back down to like one movie per year, you know,
one or two movies
focused on quality, it would have like helped both sides of that.
The reason I don't agree with super fatigue is like I can watch Thor: Love and Thunder and be like, this is trash. I freaking hate this. But then I can watch Infinity War and be like, this is amazing. They're both super movies. It's just one's a good movie. I will never get tired of superheroes. I just don't like bad super movies.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we're not actually fatigued from Marvel or superheroes. We're just fatigued from all this really garbage stuff like She-Hulk, Love and Thunder, Quantumania. All the stuff you guys were talking about.
Because when something good like Superman finally comes out,
dude, people were talking about it.
Everyone's all hyped about it, and everyone's excited for DCU. So obviously, they're not talking.
Yeah, but a lot of people are also trashing it because it's not Zack Snyder. But we don't talk about that.
Bad movie fatigue. Stop making bad movies. Make good ones.
All right.
I'm not gonna all of a sudden dislike superheroes.
So we all agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Agree.
All right. I'll move on quickly because 20 minutes. I think. The original Batman Forever with Val Kilmer. Are you looking at my hot takes?
No, I'm just looking at the paper. I'm not reading it.
I know. I'm just messing with you. I think Batman Forever is a better Batman film and better film in general than Batman Returns, the sequel to Tim Burton's Batman film.
I agree with that.
Like, I also feel I think Batman Forever is kind of underrated, thinking back on it. Like, they did a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, it was a little cheesy and campy, but look past that. It's actually a pretty cool Batman movie.
I'll say that Batman Forever is more entertaining. So I guess it's a better movie. I mean, I'd rather watch that than Batman Returns.
I do not like Batman Returns. I'm going to be for real.
I don't like Penguin being like spitting up ooze, bro. Doesn't he do that? I mean, what is
or Catwoman actually like dying and being resurrected by cats?
I don't like
everyone is just like too like grotesque and weird in that movie. And there's not even a lot of Batman or scenes or anything like that. It's just so bizarre.
It sucks because they had like two of the really good actors for those characters and they messed it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
so I agree.
You guys,
Batman Forever more enjoyable to watch than Batman Returns.
I think it's also just a better film.
It's also better like character study of Bruce Wayne. It's a better Bruce Wayne film than some of the other Batman films.
I remember that shot with like I don't know if it's a deleted scene or not, like the giant bat and like Bruce Wayne's like looking at it and like they're one the same. Like that's a really cool moment.
Yeah. So like going into like what he's like actually afraid of and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that. And Val Kilmer's an amazing actor. R.I.P. by the way. So, although that Batman smile he does is kind of weird. I'm in love with Bruce Wayne.
I'm in love with Bruce Wayne. God, he looks so funny in this movie.
That is such, yeah, and the nipple placement was kind of strange.
The nipples suck.
It took a while to get that suit. It really did. And all of them were like very weird and strange.
Joel Schumacher's whole thing is like he wants them anatomically correct for some reason. It's kind of strange.
Those 4 Batman movies are all just like bizarre in their own ways, dude.
Yeah, but they're so good. They're iconic in their own ways.
Yeah.
My last one, I kept it kind of simple. Super Mario 2, if you guys know. I know you know about it. I feel like it's an underrated Mario game.
But Super Mario,
the original.
You mean the original?
Talking about Lost Levels or the American release where you like pick up turnips and you throw them at, and like Birdo's introduced.
That I don't know about the other one, but that one I feel like.
Wait, you don't pick up turnips in the original Japanese release?
No,
Chinese.
The Japanese release, they released a game called Super Mario Bros. 2. It's literally the same thing as the NES one, but like harder levels. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's more. I'm sorry. Yeah, the American version is less difficult because they thought we sucked, so they just made that version for us.
The American version is a completely different game, completely different mechanics and everything.
Yeah, but like I feel like this is a Mario game that I don't think it gets as most respect. It's like this is the one that introduced Shy Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's interesting. Like it's
fun playing that game though.
I haven't played it in years, but I feel like it should.
Mario World is like. So I think it's when they almost hit their peak of that, like the older era of Mario, Super Mario World, like with the cape and stuff, and Yoshi being introduced. I love the art style, dude. Love how that game looks. I'm a big fan of that one. I just don't like the endings of I think Super Mario 2 and 3 because they say it's like a stage play, or was that just 3?
Mario 2
was
ends
2.
With I thought it
was like
he's having a dream.
Oh, it's right. Yeah, 2 is like a stage play, but it's a dream, like a dream,
which is so stupid. It just takes out the fantasy and like the cool elements. So I'm like, oh, so that never happened.
Like,
okay,
it was Mario having a dream, which I kind of like how it's a little more creative for at the time because they don't really do storytelling. So having it like that, it was just a dream. It was kind of cool. I kind of liked it like that.
Okay. Yeah, I did not. I'm like, bro, that wasn't real. Okay, so this whole universe is lame. Like, why isn't it real?
I never find myself going to play that game. I really don't care for it.
Yeah, I gotcha. But yeah, all right. Am I up then?
Yeah.
Am I doing what I'm doing? All right. So start with the first one. Jurassic World is a great start to a new trilogy.
I agree.
I agree to that.
Unfortunately, it's not a good trilogy, but it's a good start.
Right. I think it's a phenomenal start. And one of honestly my favorites of the Jurassic universe.
Yeah.
I think that movie is so good.
It's
so many great scenes. One of my favorites is when the older brother and younger brother, I know the younger brother's name I think is Gray, if I can remember in the movie.
Yeah.
They're in the ball. And they venture off into like in a part they shouldn't be in and they get attacked.
Oh, dude, I love the ball thing. Like that's a cool thing to do.
I just love the whole world's design too. It's like you take Disney World and you make it based around that because the whole idea is like in the future, Jurassic Park, the idea of it actually became successful and they have guests and they're maintaining it.
That's why it's so cool.
But the reality and like what they talked about in the very first Jurassic Park movie, why it's a bad idea, comes back to bite them all in the ass. That's like that's the whole idea of the movie.
That's actually one of the reasons why I love about this movie is that they don't really do that in the first one, which it's fine. But like I love seeing like the park actually open, like kids. You get to see kids riding like those baby dinosaurs.
Yeah,
like it's an actual zoo park. It's
they're riding the Triceratops babies and everything.
Like it's like an actual zoo for dinosaurs. It's cool.
So much like life to it and everything. That was gonna be one of my original hot takes. Was gonna be that I think Jurassic World is better than every other movie except for the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a soft spot for 2. You know, even though the plot hole ending.
Yeah. Yeah, 2. The world is just way more entertaining and makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Well, Jurassic World has the best dinosaur, easily. I forget his name, but the white one.
The Indominus Rex.
Unbelievably intelligent, tricks them into getting in the cage to get out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
The end fight when they unleash the T-Rex to go at it, and then the raptors help out.
Yeah, Blue the Raptor.
Like they're even like developed. The raptors, I actually care about them because of Chris Evans or not Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. No. Oh my God, what is his name?
There's another. Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
There we go.
All got
Chris. Everybody, Chris. Yeah, Chris Pratt, like his relationship with him was really cool, especially when he was on the motorcycle and they were like alongside him, helping him out. But yeah, that dinosaur is no joke. The Indominus Rex. I really was scared of that dinosaur. Best one, my favorite in the Jurassic series, easily.
I was so hoping for the Indoraptor to be cool. It had potential to be a scary like raptor or like dinosaur too, but they
Which one was that from?
That was Fallen Kingdom. When they're at the house, they're just in the mansion the whole time.
Yeah,
and they have, like, the black
it could have been a cool dinosaur, but they messed it up.
Yeah.
Jurassic World's a great movie.
Oh yeah, so nostalgic for me, honestly.
This is an interesting one. Batman with prep time is an overused argument. So when you say like you're like, oh, these two heroes are Batman, you're like, oh, Batman with prep time will beat them. This is my argument for it and why I think it's overused. It undermines Batman. In pretty much every battle, anyone says, well, Batman with prep time will beat them. So it makes Batman almost look weak, that if he didn't have prep time, he would almost constantly lose the battles if he just didn't plan properly. And I think it makes Batman look actually weaker because of
like just
in my opinion.
Prep time.
I think it's just overused. Like you're just telling me, okay, so any character with prep time will pretty much beat anybody because you just plan it out. You know, Reed Richards or Tony Stark if you give him prep time. But they always give Batman prep time, but not the other characters. Like, well, yeah, no shit he would beat them because he can plan everything out before the encounter. So that's why I think it's a very overused argument. It makes Batman actually look weaker because Batman is known for his adaptability.
Yeah.
He's been thrown into situations where he has to quickly think, but people forget about that. And Batman can do that. They're always like, well, if Batman has a week, he'll be fine. But if you don't give him a week, he's done. You know, he's done for. He'll die. And I think that's just, it makes him look weaker. And I think it's a very overused argument is the whole Batman with prep time, then he'll beat him. I think it's just.
I probably have to agree. Like Batman's also like in a situation without prep time. He's a very strategic person. Like he's studies his environment too. Like James Bond.
Right. He's not dumb. He's not just going to be. He's not just going to lose all of a sudden.
A great example to bring up is in one of the animated movies when they fight the alternate universe versions of them. You know, like Owlman, Superwoman, which is like evil Wonder Woman. It's like super powerful. Like in that movie, like when he's like going up against her, you know, she's like beating the crap out of him, but he's still like dodging and like trying to like think of like what to do. And she like breaks one of his ribs, and then he throws down like smoke because he learned like how like cocky she is, and no like tools, no like mortal tools you throw at me is gonna like do anything to me. But the gas he used is like sleeper gas, and she inhales it all, and she like passes out, and Batman.
I know what you're talking
situation.
About. Another one that
he figured that out during the fight, right?
Yeah.
He figured that not beforehand. That's again adaptability.
He was like, oh, I bet she's just gonna like breathe in this gas, think it's just nothing. So
another one I just thought of that you remind me, it was in the animated show with their alternate versions too. Like Batman was tied up. I think I forgot. He like pretended to be unconscious, or no, the Flash like pretended to be unconscious because Batman didn't do anything in here. He like left it all to Flash because like he knew he couldn't predict anything against his own alternate version. So he made the Flash do all of it because he's unpredictable.
Right.
So he literally didn't. He thought of something, and then like the Flash was the one who he had the Flash do. I think the Flash like stopped his heart in that situation.
Yeah, he thinks a lot on his feet during situations and stuff.
So he's not just like, oh, I need to sit down and have a pen and paper, write down my plans. Like he can adapt. Batman's known for that. So again, as you guys both agree that I think it's just an overused argument when it comes to battle.
Honestly,
it is overused. I like it when it is used when you actually go up against the more like godly characters and everything like that.
But like, if I'm going to face somebody against Iron Man, I will use prep time because they're both unbelievably intelligent. So you have them have time to prepare for the other. Just like if he was going up against, you know, Reed Richards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if he's battling with the Hulk, like, I mean, in a one-on-one battle, there's no way he would beat him. I mean, even on his feet, bro. This is no way. But like, yeah, with prep time, he technically could. But again, I sold him Batman to figure out a way to get away. You know, even that situation was Batman's intelligent. He would realize Bruce's like blind rage, and that's his weakness. He doesn't really think. So Batman would use that against him. Again, it's just something he could figure out on his feet. He doesn't have to need a week to do that. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
But all right, I'll go to my last point. Batgirl is the best female superhero.
Is the best.
That's my personal opinion.
Like
she's my favorite female superhero of all time.
I don't know.
She's my favorite female superhero of all time is Batgirl.
I mean, it's a fair pick, but I would not agree with that.
I'd probably go with Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, I would put Wonder Woman above her, and Zatanna even.
Miss Martian.
Okay. I think I don't know. I just always love Batgirl, dude. I love her relationship with the Bat family. Her relationship with like Tim. I liked how she treats like the other younger Robins. Her relationship with Gordon. I liked a lot of her stories when she becomes Oracle. You know, she got shot and paralyzed, and then manages to fight through that, get back up, and still help Batman. So I've always liked her. Every time I see her in anything animated, anything Batman related, I always enjoy her part in that. I liked her DLC in Arkham Knight a lot. I really do.
Yeah, DLC.
It's so well done when her father gets kidnapped and she goes after him. Then she looks cool. I don't know. Batgirl's always been my favorite. Always been the one that I love the most.
Yeah, she's a great character.
Great. Yeah. So great. I love her. Like runner-ups would be like, I mean, Wonder Woman's great, Black Widow. I don't know, I'm blanking right now. I mean, there's like ones that really stand out. I mean, obviously I know more. Adam Eve from Invincible. Love her. I think she's a great character. She's one of my favorites, especially her origin, which I know I showed you, Max.
Yeah.
I don't know if I showed Ethan.
I don't think
that just like made me love her more. It's a special on Prime. It's like 50 minutes.
I know, but I still need to see that.
She's like one of the only original characters in Invincible when you think about it. Like,
yeah, really.
She's actually like the unique one compared to all the other characters in that show. Yeah, they're all just like the same as other people, but she actually has like cool, like unique things.
It's honestly
that was thought out.
God, Invincible got kind of old with like all the same superheroes. Like, come on, get creative, guys.
Right, they all can just fly and have super strength. Literally all of them. Like,
Immortal's like
the same thing.
I love how the Immortal's like the weakest one too. Like he gets killed.
Dude, he sucks, bro.
They can all just beat each other up and kill each other. It doesn't matter. Like anyone can come out on top in the situation.
Yeah.
Right. But not the Immortal though. He can't beat anybody.
No.
That's the running joke.
Yeah.
All right. Max, you're up.
All right. Guardians Volume 3 is the worst of the trilogy.
Still haven't seen it. Can't have an opinion.
You haven't seen it yet?
No.
Disagree, bro. I disagree. I know you don't like the third one, but dude, it's so good.
It's one of my biggest hot takes, bro. When I said it back in school, and like I was up on stage and I said it, and then like all the others were like really mad and everything. But I was like, dude, I don't see how people can love that movie, especially like how much it destroys some of the main characters.
Still, also,
like Gamora, dude. Gamora should not be in the movie at all. She should not exist. She should be dead.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that, but Rocket's story carries. I know you don't have a heart, I guess, but like watching Rocket get torn apart and watch his friends die and learning his backstory was really well done. High Evolutionary was a really good villain. I still say the second one is the weakest in the Guardians trilogy. Ego's like okay to an extent. Like I don't mind him. He's not the worst, but he's just not my favorite. Yondu in Quill's relationship is the best. Like when Yondu sacrifices himself, that's like a pretty emotional moment. But yeah, there's so many good things in 3, dude. You know what I mean? Adam Warlock could have done better.
Okay, Adam Warlock is like one of the biggest thing that really makes me angry about that movie. It's just how they just turn him into a dumb joke. It's like we had to release him from the pod early, so he's dumb now. Like that's how you write it off. All the jokes like do not land in that movie. I never laughed during Guardians 3 like I did with the other ones. Drax is now so overused of his humor with Mantis and their dumb little banter. I just can't stand it. I feel like Drax is a character that was done dirty in the MCU compared to his
definitely.
comic book counterpart, especially.
Guardians Volume 1 was his best Drax.
He was serious. Volume 1 is the best Guardians movie. Way better. Yeah.
Yeah, I love when like Infinity War, he's like right next to Thanos. Like he literally has him in his grasp and he doesn't try to kill him. Like it actually would have been better, honestly, if he was the one to freak out. Well, no, I did like Star-Lord's freak out, but like Drax does nothing. He finally has Thanos right there, and he doesn't try to kill him after all this time. That's what he wanted to do. So I do agree they make him a joke, but I'd say Rocket's thing just carries. It just carries hard. It is so well done. I think their chemistry is really good in that movie. One of the best. I mean, doesn't outbeat Guardians Volume 1, but I just think it's close or almost on par. So it's just, yeah, I do disagree with that. I know Ethan hasn't seen it, but
I have no
that's what he's
opinion.
doing.
I can't say anything.
I can't wait till we rewatch it, dude. I can't wait.
All right.
Guess it's my first time watching it.
Yeah. My next one is, we kind of brought this up already. Every single Marvel show after Endgame, like all the live action series, MCU things, they're all just garbage, and there's no rewatchability in any of them. There's no reason to go back and put on, let's watch the whole season of WandaVision, guys, or something like that. Let's go back to Falcon Winter Soldier.
Bruh, I
We
can't.
went to watch Miss Marvel and She-Hulk again. Those are my favorites. Oh, Moon Knight. Oh man, I think
Moon
they're
Knight
all
looks
so pointless and dumb.
I disagree. Werewolf by Night was really good.
I heard that's really good.
That's not a show. That's an episode.
Well, you said anything after Endgame that was like a show,
I just said like a
or
show.
you said
No, I didn't say like special or anything.
specials don't count.
Because
okay.
then you'd be putting the holiday special in there.
Loki season 1 is really good. I would disagree in that way. I would agree that most of it's trash. You're definitely right. There is a lot of trash.
I never hear anything about like the Agatha show too.
Did you even watch
Nobody-
that?
nobody-
Did you watch Wonder Man? That just came out and finished up its first season. Is already issued for season 2.
I heard Wonder Man was great. I heard Wonder Man was really, really, really good. I actually do want to watch that. Right now I don't have Disney Plus, which is really stupid. We just lost it, but it's whatever. But I heard Wonder Man was superb. I don't hear the reviews on it. It like goes so far away from the stereotypical superhero show, and it's really well done. They bring back that guy from Iron Man 3 that they keep bringing back for some reason, like the fake.
Oh, yeah, he was in
But
Shang-Chi and everything.
his like connection with them is really good in that, or his relationship is really good with them in that show. So there's not all trash. I don't think all of it's trash. Majority of it is, but there are gems in there. Loki season 1. I still would have WandaVision. Wonder Man, I guess, is like really good. I haven't seen it, so I can't say for my part. It's funny, I forget about all of them. She-Hulk was trash.
Forget about all of them.
Yeah.
Captain Winter Falcon Winter Soldier.
Miss Marvel.
Agatha, nobody cares. Miss Marvel was trash.
Echo, do you remember Echo and Hawkeye?
Nobody cares. Oh, Daredevil. Never mind.
Yeah,
see, Daredevil. See, can't say that. Yep, Daredevil's my goat. He my G man. You know what I mean? Like I gotta say that show's good. It is. So so that's good in there. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of trash. It's really hard to find the good. So I definitely I lean more in your direction, but I can't say all of it's garbage.
Right.
I can't say all of it is.
I don't like Loki either, though. That's the thing. Because I remember I brought up that point about the Infinity Stones. That was like one reason why I hate Loki. The other reason is just that, Loki had his full complete arc already completed. And then you take that Endgame one, which was the Loki from Avengers 2012. So he's still like a bad guy in that sense. So I thought the show would have been cool to kind of see, that OG evil Loki back at it again, scheming, trying to do stuff. But then he just watches like a 2-minute clip of like, oh, in my future, I actually become good. And then he becomes like the same exact written and goofy like Loki from Ragnarok pretty much the entire show.
He's not goofy necessarily. I think he still takes himself seriously. I mean, there's a lot of emotional points, like especially when he like finally grabs all those strands and he's holding them together. I mean, he's going through it, dude. I don't think it's a goofy moment. I definitely feel the weight. You know what I mean? But you're right, Max. There's a lot of trash. A lot. I mean, 98% of it is. So it's
never
really hard.
watch like any of it. I have no reason or motivation to go back.
But all right. What about you? Did you agree or disagree, Ethan, with that?
I haven't seen any of them.
He hasn't seen any of them.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay.
Except for the one episode of Daredevil, but I can't speak again.
You just saw that one episode of Daredevil that we all watched that night.
That was it. Okay.
I haven't seen any. I have no opinion. Sorry, guys.
All right. What is your last take, my man?
Mario 3D World is a more replayable game than Odyssey.
Oh, shut up.
Super Mario 3D World.
No.
I love that. You're saying it's more replayable than Super Mario Odyssey?
than Odyssey.
Bro,
I
are
disagree.
you on crap?
It's more
Like,
replayable
what?
than Odyssey, bro. I haven't never gone back to replay Odyssey after my first few playthroughs when I like got all the
I
moons
have
and stuff.
so good. It's right. You like, I mean, like,
Never gone back. To
just like collecting all the moons. I know you can do that in your first
There's
playthrough.
600. I can go back.
there's
Like,
actually like 900.
it's even better. I can go back and get all.
It's insane. You can play it for forever. Get all the cosmetics, beat all like the mini bosses, 3D World again is a very playable game. I've replayed that game hundreds upon hundreds of times in my life, but I will say that I think overall Odyssey is more replayable than 3D World, my man. I don't know.
I'm with Logan on this.
Odyssey is
World
more...
also has multiplayer. You can play four-player co-op and multiplayer. And
you can play co-op in Odyssey.
Yeah.
Are you? No, you're not talking about just being Cappy and just going, second player, capture that. Well, if I was playing by myself, I could have just done it all myself.
Hey, we didn't specify, so it counts.
No, bro.
I think especially with speedrunning too, Odyssey is very interesting. So if you want to keep replaying and try to get different like records, it would be better than like trying to speedrun 3D World.
Plus, like,
I've seen so many cool tricks, so I think that makes it more replayable.
Talk about speedrunning, but are we all speedrunners going to go back and like replay and try all those tricks?
Well, we're looking at this in general, right? I'm looking at the gamers in general. I think that speedrunners are a part of that, right? And they would probably be more willing to replay Odyssey than 3D World. You know what I mean?
It's not
again. I will forever defend 3D World. I absolutely adore that game. That is my child.
The music's better in 3D World too.
I don't know about. I like the jazz.
I mean, you gotta.
3D World is all jazz. 3D World's all jazz. Jump Up Superstar is the only good like track in Odyssey.
It's the best.
Do you remember the Sand Kingdom theme? Do you remember the Dino Falls theme? Do you remember the Forest theme?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You don't. I do. You don't remember the themes.
I do.
He does. He does.
How does it go? How does the Forest one go?
I don't know.
You don't know exactly. All you remember is Jump Up Superstar in New Donk City. And some worlds don't even have themes. Like the Moon World, it's just kind of like ambience, and you're just like jumping around doing nothing.
Dude, I think in general, I think like there's more variety in Odyssey, which makes it more replayable. Especially with the trick stuff you do with the hat and everything. Like, there's more to it.
Interesting.
Right, there's more to explore. Again, I will forever defend 3D World. I love that game, but I think Odyssey is just more replayable in general.
I like the level design in 3D World too. I think it's better than just all the worlds in Odyssey, the way they're designed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're equal, my man. Yeah. I mean, I have to think about it. Yeah, I mean, 3D World has great levels, but Odyssey has great just worlds that are so unique that make like no sense for already. There's a world where they're just like living like
There's a food food kingdom or
the luncheon kingdom.
Luncheon kingdom.
Luncheon kingdom. Bro, see, I'm just blanking now. I'm telling you, I'm going to defend this game. Okay, I'm just blanking for some reason.
I like World more. I like 3D World more.
No, I even Mushroom Kingdom in Odyssey is freaking beautiful. I know it's small, but like
also has music during that kingdom.
You sure? There's no ambient background music.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think there's music in there.
Why wouldn't it? You're telling me it's just silence? Or just running around?
A trend, bro. It's the same thing with like Zelda Breath of the Wild, how they went for the more silent route. They kind of do the same thing in Odyssey.
I don't know.
Mario's a different brand though. He's more like, upbeat and like.
I know. So why are there not that many upbeat tracks or anything like that? Not that many catchy tunes, except for Jump Up.
I will say Jump Up Superstar is crazy. Like it's on my Spotify playlist. Like that song goes so hard.
It's so good.
It's so good. So good. But there's also other good soundtracks, dude. There are.
I mean, the only other one would be like the theme that plays in the trailer. I think that plays a bit in it too. Like when you first get to like the Fossil Kingdom or something like that. That one's pretty good, but I don't remember any others.
There's like this like cool like pop like star like band playing at the end when you're like captured Bowser. When like you're like freeing yourself from the movie. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. When you capture Bowser and then you
like some like K-pop song, bro. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I don't like any of the boss fights too. If all the bunnies, they're all just like They were all just like the same, pretty basic. I mean, the dragon one was cool, but I think it was pretty short. Final fight with Bowser was okay. It was cool when you control Bowser at the end, though. Yeah, when you capture him, I thought that was cool.
That was the best part.
I thought it was okay. I think it was really good.
I like
especially you took his hat, and then you use his punching hands of crap out of him.
I also
he also looked amazing.
Yeah, like his design with the tuxedo you as like dapper out with like the white wedding suit Mario. That was awesome.
But yeah, that's my last hot take. I think 3D World is more replayable, and me personally, I like it more of an Odyssey. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that, but I don't care.
No, I mean, Max, I'm gonna offend you on that. Like those games to me are equal, but 3D World is more nostalgic. That seriously is one of my favorite games of all time. Like when I was younger, me and my cousins, we played that constantly. Like it was just one of those games that I just fell in love with. I do like the Cat Power, one of my favorites that was ever introduced.
I like the final boss Cat Bowser too, when he becomes Cat Bowser. He's like climbing up the building, and you have to like get to the top.
I will say that is better. That is definitely better. It is way more hype.
Yeah,
because you got to get up there and then like
all the circus themed levels and everything. There's so many level varieties, and then after you beat Bowser, there are 3 other worlds with like all unique levels and like harder levels you unlock after that, because you get in the rocket ship and then you unlock Rosalina and you can play for the whole game with her too.
But there's harder missions you unlock in Odyssey, like the darker side of the moon and stuff, which is, I mean, pretty difficult.
They're not like difficult, it's just more open areas to explore. Go ground pound the spot, a moon appears, boom, you already got 5 in your ship, go on to the next world. It is not as satisfying to complete as 3D World, where, you know, you got like the 3 green stars and the stamp in like every level, and you always try to get the top of the gold flag, and they display that in each level. And you got like the Toad, like the Captain Toad sections that were like so like fun, unique. They made a whole game about it.
You know what? I stand corrected. I'm gonna say Max has convinced me. He has convinced me.
No.
Yes.
Now the more and more I think about it, and the game, and I play it so many times.
You can play as Luigi, Peach, Toad, Rosalina. There's more playable characters.
Yeah, Odyssey's great.
It's just so...
Odyssey's 10 out of 10 to me, but I think Max, you know, this is we gotta staple this in history, bro. You know what I mean? I disagreed, and then you wrote me back.
Convinced Logan for something.
Convinced me.
Insane.
He convinced me.
Logan's got messed up opinions that we might get to about things, but dude.
Yeah, but you know you can, and it's only because I adore that game greatly that you were able to convince me. I was like, well, you know, I love 3D World so much that, you know, Max is right. Like,
when's the last time you played Odyssey? You've gone back and do a full playthrough. Like, yeah, let's jump in.
You know what? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying corrected. The most recent game I played was 3D World and not Odyssey.
I haven't played Odyssey since 2017 after I completed it.
I played like, probably, latest was probably, you know what? Probably 2020 was probably when I last played it. And I played 3D World and been like 6 months ago with my sister, and we like beat the game again. You know what? Yeah, Max is right. Max is right. He won.
And don't think, guys, well, did you even do everything in Odyssey? I've 100% of the game. I've gotten all the moons, all the costumes. I unlocked all the worlds. I've explored all the content in that game. Even the balloon hiding mini game DLC they added for like online co-op. I did that a bit too. I've done everything in that game back in 2017. You know, I've never cared to go back and replay like I had with Galaxy or 64 or Sunshine. That just had that beautiful level design, grand music. The completionist is like so straightforward. That is way more satisfying and fun to play those older games than Odyssey. That's why I don't want them to go back to the Odyssey concept. I want them to either do something completely new or go back to Galaxy and like expand upon that.
I don't go back to Galaxy, do something new. We need something new. Like just straight up start new. We don't need Odyssey.
Cooking at this point, bro. It's been almost 10 years. It's been.
Are they even cooking?
No.
I don't think they're cooking.
They probably just started development on a game. They're like, we were working on Donkey Kong Bonanza the whole time, which is just an Odyssey clone.
Yeah,
that no one played.
I'm mad, Nintendo. I'm mad. I haven't got the Switch 2 because their games are crap. So
I had the Switch 2, and I wish I didn't have it. I was so disappointed in Retro World. I do not care for Bonanza. Metroid Prime 4 looks god awful, and it has horrible reviews too. I've already seen people play through it, and it's just nothing good for that game, for that system yet. There's nothing good. There's no reason to buy it. Nintendo is doing horrible with their games, but they're doing great with their movies, bro. Mario Galaxy movie. We just got Star Fox confirmed.
Yeah.
This was crazy. I will admit that was crazy.
Right here. I thought they were gonna wait till the movie review, but no, we got the poster. There he is.
That looks beautiful.
So yeah, Smash Bros is coming.
It's coming. Yeah, Smash Bros is coming. 100%.
For sure.
100%. They're connecting the universe.
Yeah, are we gonna hear do a barrel roll and we're all gonna be like, whoa? He's gonna join him in the final fight because we got Pikmin too. Did you see the Pikmin?
I did not see that. I only saw Fox.
Yeah, Pikmin are confirmed too to be in it. So, because it's exploring the galaxies, we're gonna get all the other Nintendo characters. I bet there's gonna be a Metroid reference in there.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
And credit scene of Samus or something, dude. There's so much.
Put on the suit. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But all right, I said I stand corrected. Matt threw me back. He made me realize, you know what? 3D World actually is a more replayable game, and I have actually replayed that way more than Odyssey. So Max is right. I agree.
Yep. You better
Ethan
go back
disagrees.
and play some 3D World, bro. When's the last time you played Odyssey?
2 years ago.
All right, Max, rubbing in.
Did you play it at launch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. That's what you got. I
takes.
agree.
Those are our hot takes. What do you guys agree with? What do you guys disagree with? Do you hate me for that take? Do you hate any of us for our takes? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't care. I stand corrected. I convinced Logan. I can convince anyone that 3D World is better than Odyssey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it for this episode.
Yep.
All right, Logan, thank you so much for joining us again.
Yep. It was fun to be a part of this, bro.
I'm probably going to see you. Yeah, we're going to see you probably for Avengers, right? You want to come back for that?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah.
Just watch Captain America on your own anyways. Like watch these in between and keep up with the marathon, dude.
Right. Yeah, I get you. It didn't feel. But I also want to mention, I said, whenever I complete Resident Evil, I will be very excited for that episode whenever that does drop or whenever that does happen. Because, dude, like 7, I already beat the main story. And I could go on and on about how much I love that. Second favorite game in the series so far. And yeah, I can't wait till I get to 8 and then 9.
I know. And we actually just got done doing our stream for part 2 of the Resident Evil 5 playthrough on Twitch. Weapon X Gamers, links will all be in the description for the Twitch, the TikTok. We post 3 reels every single day. Instagram, we do the same thing, and on YouTube Shorts. Please, guys, like, subscribe, follow everything. We are trying to grow into a big podcast, collab with other podcasts, get our opinions and theories out there. But yeah, we stream Resident Evil 5 today, but for you guys, it's going to be last Thursday by the time you see this. So last Thursday, we've been doing streams. We're trying to just stream every Monday and Thursday. We're going to get to Resident Evil 5, then do 6, and then do 1, 0, all the miscellaneous.
All the other stuff.
All to set up a big Resident Evil episode. So like, yeah, when you finish all the games, we finish all the games, we're going to review and do all that for Resident Evil.
The mainline ones, just the mainline, right? Or
just like 0 to 9 is what we're going to be ranking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not going to buy all the
0 as well. Okay.
Yeah.
0. I didn't know we were doing 0, but okay, 0 as well. That's
0 to 9, all the numbered games we're doing.
Okay.
We're going to catch me up in the live stream so we can do the review.
Yep. So yeah, this is the Weapon X podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 5, signing off.